Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I've been thinking about college. Going to university, going to college. Getting a college degree. Not that I'm trying to get a college degree, but if you look at what's happening now with the economy, with so many companies getting out of America, we had like millions of layoffs. It is April 2026, and I have counted about 5 million layoffs. Some people, there's like news media outside of America that says that the layoffs have reached 7 million layoffs. Right, so the numbers in America could be incorrect because the media is always lying. And of course, we've seen a lot of like college kids. So we've seen a lot of college kids saying, I can't find a job, I have a master's degree, I mean, $50,000, $100,000 in debt. I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to school, I got a degree, I was a good boy or good girl, I did what I was told, yada, 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 right? And these people are suffering more than anybody. They're suffering more than any of us, right? And now I'm thinking, and of course, college has always been one of those things that gets you, that gets you to rise up in society, that gets you a good job to provide for your family, right? But that started to change like 20 years ago. But looking at so many people in college in a student loan debt, right? Because it's a student loan debt that's a real killer. I'm thinking, why would the banks and the government allow an 18-year-old to get a big loan, a $30,000, $50,000 loan for college? Why would they allow that when somebody of that age, they will not approve a mortgage for an 18-year-old? You know what I mean? They will not approve a car loan for an 18-year-old. But they would approve a student loan for an 18-year-old. They're trusting you with debt that they don't even know if you can pay it. So I'm thinking, this is conspiracy theory, yeah. And a lot of conspiracy theories out there have already come true, but hear me out. What if they allowed this to happen because they knew that it would keep a lot of people trapped in debt and you will not be able to rise up? Because when you're trapped, paying off student loan, paying off debt, you can't do shit. You can't go anywhere. Right? You can't go anywhere. You have to stay in your hometown or the city or whatever state you're in, and work every single day, year by year, to pay up those loans. And many people have been paying for 10 years and they still haven't finished paying off their loan because of the interest rate just keeps going up and up and up, right? So it's like modern day slavery. You keep trying to pay it off, but the interest keeps killing you. And you're gonna have to work 2 jobs or harder for many years to pay it off. It's slavery. And they know this, but the people, the young, innocent people that are just looking to advance their life and their career, they fall for it and then they end up in servitude for the rest of their life. And now that the economy has collapsed in America, they're stuck. They got no job, they're living in their parents' house, they're living in their car. They can't pay off their student loans. So what's gonna happen, right? So I think this is the new form of slavery, along with the wage slavery. Student loans is like one of the new slavery. Right? We got you here. Okay? We got you here. So now when you have student loans, you can't fly out of the country. It's hard to go on vacations, right? You have to work a lot. You're stressed out. As opposed to somebody like me who did not finish college, I was able to get out of America and go live somewhere else. And I'm not saying that to show off, but like for real, but seriously. But seriously, I mean, take a look around, my friend. Take a look around. I think a lot of people are set up, and they were set up with a lot of these. We lie to young people to trap them for future, to trap them for years. We lie to young people to trap them. Thank you, boomers, by the way. Thank you, boomers. We trap these people so that they can't get out. And look where they are now. College was a trap. Now, before, maybe up to the 1990s, college was a good way to, get out of poverty. You go to college, even if you had to take out some loans, you could still find a good job and, make money, work for a company, make money, and then that's it. But what people need to understand is that you go to college so that you can work for somebody else, so you can serve somebody else. But why not learn to do what these companies do, which is start your own business, and then you don't have to work for anybody. You work for yourself. You build your own. You build your own thing, right? And not everybody can do it, but it's getting to the point where we're gonna have to. And look, I'm here in the Philippines, right? I'm here in the Philippines, and there are people who cannot find a job here in the Philippines, like the Filipinos, the locals, right? There are people that cannot find a job, and what they do is that they said, "Screw it, we're gonna start our own little shop," right? So they create these food stalls. They start their own little stores, right? They become entrepreneurial. If you cannot find a job, create your own. And I think this is what Americans are gonna have to do. Because what other choice do you have, my friend? What other choice do you have? Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. It's your boy Andy Matrix. Let me know what you think. Comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you later.